Dr. Seuss is a very interesting man. He's made classics like Green Eggs and Ham and The Cat in the Hat, and he's also made racist comics that we try not to talk about. But one of his most famous works is The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And I'm not sure how many of you have actually read the book, but it is probably the most relatable book I've ever read in my life. The book starts off introducing the Grinch. He's a big green furry dude that lives in a cave, and he hates Christmas. And the reason that he hates Christmas is because his heart is 2 sizes too small, which makes a lot of sense because if I was the Grinch and I'm just out here with a heart that small, a heart that cannot supply enough blood to the rest of my organs for them to function properly, I would hate Christmas too. He just feels pain all day and he's like, fuck, I'm always tired and everything hurts. So he goes to the doctor and the doctor's like, yeah, so he ran some tests. Turns out your heart is 2 times too small, so that means you're gonna hate Christmas. No, he hates everything because he's living a miserable life, and it's a miracle that he's even able to get out of bed in the morning. So he's standing outside his cave watching the Who's get ready for Christmas, and he's like, you know what? I hate the Who's. I hate Christmas. I'm gonna stop this shit. And on the next page right after that, it shows that the Who's love Christmas so much that they just make a shit ton of noise. They're banging drums, they're riding trains, they're playing swirly trumpets all day, and at this moment I realize that the Grinch is just anyone that works at a department store during the holidays. Cause you got the same Christmas songs playing on loop all day. You got kids running around screaming, and then you got the dude playing the swirly trumpet thing all day. It's terrible. The Grinch is literally just a dude working at the mall during all that shit. And I empathize with him because as this book's going on, I'm on his side 100%. Fuck the Who's. Who do the Who's think they are making all that noise? So the Grinch's plan to ruin Christmas is to dress up as Santa, dress up his dog as a reindeer, ride down to Whoville, and steal all the gifts from under the trees. But as he's stealing, little Cindy Lou Who, which pisses me off just saying, but she sees the Grinch stealing her Christmas tree, and she's like, yo Santa, because she doesn't realize it's the Grinch. She's like, yo Santa, why you stealing my shit? And the Grinch says, it's because I gotta fix the light's broken. And she's like, oh, I bet. So he leaves little Cindy Lou Who's house, steals from some more houses, brings all that shit up the mountain, and while he's up there, he's like, okay, now that I stole all this stuff, these little Who's are about to start crying, and I can't wait to hear them cry. So he waits for them to start crying, but he starts hearing them sing instead. They're all just down there singing like there's nothing wrong, like he didn't just steal everything. And as he's hearing them sing cheerfully, he's thinking to himself, damn, maybe Christmas isn't about the presents. Maybe it's about something more than that. And because of that, a literal medical miracle happens. His heart grows 3 times its current size, and I guess now that he has proper blood flow going on, he decides that he loves Christmas, which I would too at that point. I'm finally healthy and able to enjoy life. I'd love anything at that point. And he brings all the stuff back, and the book ends with the last page of him eating dinner with the dog and little Cindy Lou Who, which I think he kidnapped her, which is not good. That's not a good moral, but that's the Grinch. And I know that the moral is supposed to be like, you should love Christmas or some shit like that, but the moral I learned is something like, get an annual checkup, get some blood work done, make sure your body is healthy, and if you got all that going on, then you'll be a happier person and maybe you'll like Christmas. But that's the Grinch. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I'll see you in the next video, and as always, have a great fucking day.